Yo, what's good, man? This is the Nbs Show Ep.133, man, and we are back in the building right now. I got the homie 40 Boy Q with me after a 2 week absence. What's going on?
What's up, man? Good to be back, man. Talk about these sports topics, man. Y'all
And
said I
then
was ducking, man.
and then we got the guy, one of the biggest Jay Cutler fans that I know.
That's a lie.
He's a huge Jake. Hold on, man. He's a huge Jay Cutler fan, man. Chicago's own Musa proper context media in the building. What's going on, bro?
Proper context media. I do not like Jay Cutler. That was a lie. But I'm a huge Bears fan. Proper context media. Subscribe to the channel. What's up? What's going on, Q? What's going on, 40?
Yeah.
What's up, Q?
What up, bro?
We didn't say you was ducking.
Uh, and of course I'm Keo, NBS Central. Let's start off with our first topic. We gotta address this topic. I know it's not sports, but you know where I'm going with this, man. It was the slap heard around the world, and no, and no, I'm not talking about the Sioux Surf battle not happening. I'm talking about Will Smith giving Chris Rock the five fingers to the face. What's your guys' thoughts on this, man? Really quick.
Okay. I'm just gonna go first because I got something to say about this. Listen, I don't blame Will Smith for one. This is why I'm just gonna go through let's just go through the process. Chris Rock says something about his wife. At first, Will Smith laughs until he turns around and he sees his wife offended. If you say something to my wife, if whether I think it's funny or not, if she don't think it's funny and she feels offended, oh bro, I got something to say to you now. But beyond that, let's just but beyond that, you see the first thing people say is that black women is the most disrespected and black women is the most unprotected. Cool. But when somebody disrespects a black woman and Will Smith goes to protect her, the first thing these black women and some of these black people are saying is, oh, they start to bring up her flaws. Oh, well, she was sleeping with such, she was doing this. Hey, that man chose to take her back. That man chose to forgive her. So at the end of the day, for you to keep on bringing up these flaws and attacking her with it because he got tired of people disrespecting her and he chose to protect her, then y'all are trying to reconcile between two opposites. And that's impossible because you can't say that a black woman needs to be protected and not be disrespected. And then somebody disrespects her and then he protects her and then y'all start to bring up her flaws. That is not fair for her. That's not fair for him. I'm just going to say this. Hey, y'all can't have your cake and eat it too. This man tried to, protect this woman. Whatever happened, whatever you feel about whatever her happened with August Alsina or whatever, and what went on, this entanglement. Hey, listen, he chose to forgive her. He looked over that. And if somebody wrongs you and you look over that transgression and you choose to forgive them, then the world cannot hold that against them anymore because you chose to, and they're going on the right path and they say, you know what, I'm going to try not to do this anymore. I wronged you. I'm not going to try not to do this anymore. You got to try to, as a person, you got to try to, overlook this. And I don't feel like they're giving her a fair shake in this. And I feel like if Will Smith did what he did because it was a lot of entanglement jokes the last Grammys. I mean, the last Oscars, there was a lot of entanglement tweets that Chris Rock kept on, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, like, how many times are you just going to keep on taking all of this until you just be like, yo, you know what? Listen, y'all going to watch y'all mouth. At the end of the day, man, I agree with Will Smith. It is what it is. I know I went on a little rant, but I had to get that out.
Yeah, man, I agree with Musa, man. I don't feel that Will Smith was wrong at all. But who I feel was wrong was Chris Rock, man, for not being a man and defending himself. Like you can't you can't let somebody come slap you in your face and you do nothing as a man. That's my problem with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like the fact that Chris Rock did the joke about his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know, man. Even if the writers wrote that, you could have improvised and not said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not there. Not there. You black people, we go through so much, so we don't want to keep being the butt of the joke type. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to keep like, and you made a movie like about black women hair to joke on that for Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got what he deserved, but he should have defended himself, and that's all I'm saying. Like, as a man, you can't let a man touch you at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially slap you. He didn't even think enough of him to close his fist and punch him.
Um, I look at this very differently. Um, 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 you know, when I found out about this, I didn't believe it. I thought it was fake, man. I thought it was staged. Then when I seen Chris Rock issue a statement and an apology, I was like,
You mean Will Smith?
no, they both issued a statement, both sides of the parties. Will Smith,
You know that.
yeah, Will Smith and Chris Rock. I was like, what? I was like, damn, this is real. So I watched it more, kind of dissect it more. Then when I saw the slab, I was like, okay, it's hard for me to believe. Then when he sat down, who he kept on yelling, keep your wife's name out my mouth. Like, and he kept on repeating that, like yelling. I was like, wow, I'm kind of I've never seen anything like this ever, like on national TV, televised in front of the world to see. So it took me by surprise, off guard. But as far as the situation goes, I think Will Smith should be ashamed of himself. Um, I think he should be embarrassed about the situation. Um, because at the end of the day, he could have handled this very differently. He could have waited until the show ended, or that the segment ended, go backstage and handle things accordingly. But I gotta give props and kudos to Chris Rock. Um, continuing the show, man, especially the way things happen, brushing it off, man. That's great professionalism, the way he handled things, man. And I'm definitely proud of Chris Rock how he handled this, man. As far as Will Smith goes, Will Smith, that he should be ashamed of himself. He shouldn't be embarrassed. Right when that happened, you had guys like Denzel Washington, Sean Connery trying to calm him down. You had his publicist, having conversation through intermissions and breaks throughout the entire show. I mean, after that incident. So Will Smith, he even issued a statement. He even knew he was wrong. He was embarrassed about it by his peers, his contemporaries. You got little young up and comers looking up to you, kids looking up to you, and we saw the real Will Smith, man. That Bel Air shit that you saw. Nah, that wasn't it. The real Will Smith showed his true colors at the night of the Oscars.
Can I speak on this? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, because you is tripping. Hey, yo, hold on a minute. First of all, we are not giving kudos to Chris Rock for getting slapped as a grown man and not doing nothing.
Right.
Or two, And you can't tell Will Smith to react after. You can't tell nobody how to react after somebody violate their wife. What are you talking about? If my wife, you come up to my wife saying something, and even if I feel like it's funny, if she don't feel like it's funny, and I feel like you offended her, bro, I'm gonna react how I wanted to because you violated. You shouldn't have said nothing to her or about her. Like all of that, no, bro. I don't feel like Will Smith was wrong at all, and I don't feel like we give kudos to Chris Rock as a grown man to let somebody put their hands on. Cool, he wanted to handle it
It's
amicably. Cool.
business at
If
the
you want
end
to
of
give,
the day,
cool,
though.
that's business. But don't try to ridicule Will Smith when he's been the subject of ridicule for 2 years straight, and you telling me the
Well,
man is supposed to just brush it off and say, "Oh, we're gonna wait till after the show." Brian, wait until nothing. You
that's
violate my
how
wife. It's going down where it go down at.
that's how you
That's it.
handle things, man.
That
When
ain't
it
how you
comes to
handle stuff.
business,
Like, nah,
when it
people need
comes
to
to
make made an example of. And that's the
when it
problem with
comes to
people right
when
now,
it
that they let
comes
people get away with stuff.
when
I
it
ain't letting
comes to
nobody get away
bit
with nothing.
when it comes to business, your brand, that's how you handle things, man. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, bro,
You
nah.
may handle things differently.
You still got to go
That's
home
how
and look
I
at yourself in the mirror as a man. How you gonna tell somebody? How you gonna tell your son, don't let nobody disrespect you? But I just let somebody disrespect his mother right in front of you, in front of the world. Like, nah, it's bigger than
well
that. It's bigger than your
when
brand and
it
all that.
when
You
it
teaching
but
these
when
kids,
it
don't let nobody disrespect you.
so if
But
we
I'm gonna let
do
somebody
if
disrespect your mama right on national TV. Bro, you
So
tripping?
if we do want to take it there, Will Smith got nobody to blame for but himself because he's the one that went onto the red table talk and started putting all that mess and
But
laundry
listen,
out.
he listen.
They didn't
He
need to put it
forgave that
out to
woman.
the pub.
And
They
it's
didn't
public
need
that
to
he
put it
forgave her
out to the
too. Y'all
public.
only dwelling on the negative. It's public that he forgave her and they're moving on with their life. But y'all choose to dwell on the fact that what she did and all of this. But he chose to forgave her, but y'all still holding that against her. And y'all ain't got a right to because y'all, this ain't y'all relationship. She hold her accountable for what
It
she
was a
did.
joke at
Cool.
the end of the day. It was a joke at the end of the day, and
Nah,
it was a
but
bad
how
joke.
many times somebody gonna keep on joking and making somebody
Will
feel some
Smith's a
type of way and you
comedian.
supposed to just
He should know that. He's a comedian himself. He
I
should
bet he
know
know
how
now.
things goes.
I bet he know now.
Yeah, and he
I bet he
does
know
know
now.
that. Of course he knows now because he issued the apology at the end of the day.
Yeah,
He
and
I,
look at
apologized
Will
for it.
Smith said that because he was supposed to. That's what his publicist told him to. He
No,
don't feel no type of way, and this ain't the first person
no,
that he
he
didn't
did it.
slap
He
either.
did it. He did it. It wasn't that was no
Man,
PR
he don't. I
apology. That
guarantee
was
you, Will
straight
Smith
from
ain't
Will
sorry
Smith.
for that, and he ain't supposed to be. I guarantee you, he ain't sorry. He did it because he
No,
was
that
supposed to. He ain't
if that
sorry.
was the case,
He ain't supposed to
if
be
that was
sorry.
the case, then if that was the case, then he would said, hey, fuck PR shit. I did what I did, and I stand on 10. But obviously, it
Nah.
didn't because
He a big figure. He ain't supposed to. He know. Oh, I ain't supposed to do violence. This and that. I'm a big figure. I'm this and that. He's supposed to come out with that apology. But inside, as a man, he know he did the right thing. You disrespect my wife. You watch your mouth.
right.
Or I'm gonna slap the skin off your face. That's just it. And that should be every man who with their wife.
the
You make my wife feel because you
but
ain't
he
just
needs to
protecting.
held he
You not
needs
just
to hold
protecting
himself
her
accountable though,
physical.
man.
You
He
protecting
brought
her
this upon
mental.
himself.
You not gonna make my wife feel
They put
uncomfortable
this
in no type
laundry
of way.
out, man. They put this laundry out. They put this
But
information
they
out
also
for
put
us to
out the fact
discuss
that they
about it.
forgave each other and they're moving on. Who are you to keep on attacking that? It's their union. Like you ain't allowed to keep attacking that when it's public that they moved on. You can't keep dwelling on the negative. Dwell on the positive. The positive that two black people that had a problem in public moved on with their life and they're trying to work it out in private and respect that. But the fact that y'all keep on attacking the negative, nah. And that's the reason why somebody got slapped last night because they keep on messing with people. Watch your mouth when you talk about people, wife and kids and all of that. Because ain't nobody, all of them jokes ain't funny to everybody.
Hey, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let's say it's like any other comedian up there other than Chris Rock. You think Will doing that? You think Will doing that to?
He might.
Hell no, he ain't doing that.
No,
I
Hell
hold
don't
no,
on.
think
he
he
ain't
doing
doing
that
that.
to
How many
like
times y'all snapped
let's
on?
say if it was Chris Tucker.
How many times y'all snapped on people y'all wasn't supposed to snap on just because it's been built up? How many times you done yelled at your kids because they done did so much that you done just overlook, and finally you just yelled at them because, hey, yo, all right, now y'all doing too much. Or you done had a bad day. People keep messing with you. You done snapped on somebody. They done got it for everybody else who done messed with you today. And they wasn't supposed to. Like, come on, you don't know who it is. It could be anybody. We ain't gonna say it wasn't because it was Chris Rock. No, it might have been anybody. It might have been a
Nah,
reporter afterwards.
No,
It
it
might
was
have
because
been
it was
such
because
and
of
such.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. I think
Chris
it's because
Rock, short,
I
small,
don't think so.
small size.
that's what
Yo,
I'm
we
saying. He
I,
forget, we
frail.
that's
forget,
the only
we
reason.
we
He
forget Will
frail,
Smith
man.
played Muhammad Ali. That nigga could box. What y'all talking about? Like,
He
don't be
was an
playing with, don't
actor,
be playing with
man.
Will. And he from West Philly. We ain't gonna play with Will Smith like he's scared or nothing. Like he didn't see, like he ain't slapped nobody in line with no security. Like, come on, man.
I seen The Rock was there. Let's say The Rock was presenting and he did that. He's not doing that to The Rock.
We don't know what he would have done. We don't know what a man gonna do. Because
I think
you put me in a position where my wife uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm gonna do as a man. Because I got to ride
that's
back to the
wild.
house with her. That's gonna be a long ride to the house, knowing that you let somebody disrespect her. That's gonna be a long life for your son when you know that you let somebody disrespect their mama. Like, I don't know what you would have. I don't know what somebody would have done. Because me, you would have had to kill me up there. Because I'd have fought The Rock. I don't care. I don't care. You 8 feet tall. I'm gonna fight you. I'll bite your ankle till they break it up. I'm gonna fight you though. That's just me though. That's
All
just
right,
my
let's.
opinion.
I
All
just
right,
be
My
giving a
all
opinion
right,
does not
different
all
reflect.
right,
perspective.
My opinion
all
does not
right, all right.
reflect the
Hold on, hold
opinion
on, hold
of
on, hold
NBS.
on, hold on. We got to move on to the next topic. We're spending way too much on too long on this topic. I didn't expect to spend too long on this topic. All right, let's move on over to our next topic. Actually, something that's actually sports related. It's the Final Four, man. The Final Four: Villanova, Duke, North Carolina. It's finally here. Kansas also, man. Final Four. What you guys' thoughts on the Final Four right now, man?
My bracket is busted. Oh my goodness, my bracket is. Only thing good for me right now is that I picked Kansas to win it all. That's the only thing that's good for me. And I feel like they're gonna beat Villanova. I just feel like their guard play. They got one of the best guards in the country. Like, let's be for real. Oshai Abaji is one of the best guards in the country. And I'm gonna touch on that later, but I'm just saying, like, Kansas is Kansas is the team to beat. And I just feel like no matter what Duke or North Carolina do, if Kansas gets past Villanova, Kansas is going to be the champ because for real, Villanova's favorite to win. Villanova should be favorite to win out. They got a great coach. They got, or Duke. So I feel like, if they get past Villanova, I feel like no matter what happens with Duke or North Carolina, I feel like Kansas is going to be the champion.
Go ahead, Q. Who's your
Yeah,
favorite?
I gotta go with Duke, man. They the best team out of the teams left. I think, man. I think and this would just be a storybook ending for Mike, man. Mike Krzyzewski, man. He could, go out on top, man. That's what everybody wants, man. Storybook ending. So yeah, I gotta go with Duke. I think they could beat Villanova or Kansas. So yeah, Duke.
I like Duke.
Q, fix your audio. Or somebody fix their audio. I hear a lot of echoing right now.
I don't hear no echoing. Y'all hear echoing?
Not now. I think it might be on Q's
Yo,
end. I'm not sure.
all right, hold on.
I,
He
All
good.
right. So as far as the favorite for the Final Four goes, I'm going with Kansas also. I think Kansas is more of the complete team, more versatile. They could beat you different ways. They could inside outside game. They got shooters everywhere. Post up game, coaching staff led by Bill Self. I definitely like what Kansas has right now, and I wouldn't say easily cruising in the tournament, but I don't think they have any. Okay, I hear some of these echoes still. Um, they just haven't haven't had any scares in the tournament as of late, and I like what I see from what Kansas has been able to do, man. So I definitely got Kansas as my favorite as of right now. Okay, next one we got, man. We got the matchup that everybody's talking about, man. Duke and North Carolina, man. Um, how huge is this matchup now? Um, with both of them finally meeting up in the final four for the first time in tournament history.
I mean, this is huge for Duke and North Carolina. I mean, when you just think about like rivalries, like this is one of the top rivalries in sports history. So I mean, just they played. We talk about just college basketball. They played 257 times. Like just to think that one school played another school 257 times is just in your mind is like that's ridiculous. North Carolina has came out on top 142 times, and they won the last meeting. North Carolina won the last meeting. So you talking about 257 times that they played, 142 times that North Carolina has won, and they won the last meeting. I feel like Duke has got more of the pressure than they do going into this Final Four game. And I feel like Mike Krzyzewski, as Q said, this is Mike Krzyzewski final run, storybook ending. He
Right.
has to. Wouldn't it be great if Mike Krzyzewski beats North Carolina on his way en route to a national championship? The first time he's faced them in tournament history in the Final Four, beats them en route to a national championship would be a storybook ending for his final year. And it kind of makes you want to root for it.
Right. You can't write a better ending.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta say, Q.
Yeah, man. I
regarding
spoke regarding what?
as regarding how huge is this matchup, this Final Four matchup with Duke and North Carolina?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. That's monumental for them, you know what I'm saying, to even be meeting a rivalry, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's like the movie. It's like a movie, man. Like you gotta beat your rival to win to get to the championship type
That's
shit.
a fact.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a storybook ending, like I said, man. And hopefully Mike can do it, man. Cause I've been a Blue Devils fan, man. I've been since the '90s. I've been messing with the Blue Devils. So you know what I'm saying? Go Dukies, man.
Wow. All right.
That was wild. Anyway, go do peace. That was crazy.
Oh God, not your damn pauses again.
That won't really a
Hey,
pause though. Like that's
It
wild.
was just it
so
just sounded crazy. I
Yeah,
ain't
it
even say
sound crazy.
pause.
Yeah.
Go Dookies. That
man,
was no,
this is
no, don't, no, no. Oh,
shout out to the Dookies, man. All right, man. All
shout
right,
out to the
that's
Dookies.
Right.
I think this is a huge matchup, man. When you think about college basketball, um, you think of Duke and North Carolina, like top market schools, man. The top programs. Everybody wants to go to Duke and North Carolina. They both play. They're both in the same state.
Right.
In the ACC, and there's nothing better than that. When you think of rivalries in college basketball, that's what you think of, man. You don't think of nothing else. Um, so this is definitely a huge matchup. North Carolina, I was impressed what they did. They took out Baylor in the second round, end up beating number 4 UCLA in the Sweet 16. It was an easy path for them. I mean, I wouldn't say completely easy because some teams did get knocked out, but I like when North Carolina's able to do, Armando Bacot, Bradley Manick, Caleb Love. Um, they got some playmakers over there, man. But Duke, man, they it seems like they trying to get one for Mike Krzyzewski before he leaves, man. AJ Griffin been balling, man. The freshman Banchero balling. Mark Williams, the center, he's been on point as of late, man. So I think this will be an interesting matchup. I think it's gonna be a back and forth one. I know North Carolina got the win last time, but I expect this to be a back and forth, interesting, entertaining matchup. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. Since we're talking about rivalries, that goes to our next topic, man. What is the best sports rivalry to you guys?
Hold on now. Listen, to us or just because to me, like I know when you talk about this best sports rivalry, we talking about Duke, North Carolina. We talking about the Yankees versus the Red Sox. We talking
Oh,
about the Celtics versus the Lakers.
shit.
We talking about certain things where you like wait, you know what I mean? But to me, I grew up in Chicago. I'm in Chicago. I'm in the South Side. Like to me, the biggest rivalry is only two: is the Bulls versus the Pistons and the Bulls versus the Knicks. That's it. That's it to us. To us, that's it. Like I don't know what nobody else talking about, but to us, to the Chicago fans, like those are the biggest two rivalries. Like the Pistons, they for so long they prevented us from getting to. If nobody know what when they won them two championships, when the Pistons won the two championships, 89 and 90. Like they had to battle the Bulls and they beat us each year, but when we finally beat them in '91, we went on to beat Magic and the Lakers in the championship. And we won three straight, and the next we won three straight after that. Also, later on in them years was the Knicks. Patrick Ewing, John Starks. I still can't stand John Starks. I don't care how old he is. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't care if he had a cane. Like, I might kick that cane over. Like, I can't stand John Starks, Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, and you used to be with the Bulls. So, I don't like to us, to Chicago, we still got animosity. People my age in their 30s, we still got animosity with the Knicks and the Pistons. We don't want y'all to do good at all. We still got beef with y'all. It's still smoke. So as far as us, that's the biggest sports rivalry for me. But in general, it would be either the Celtics and the Lakers, or the Red Sox and the
Yeah, I gotta go with Duke, North Carolina. Me being a Duke fan, you know what I'm saying? I look forward to that. I look forward to them losing. My homeboy here, UNC fan. So you know what I'm saying? We give each other hell anytime that happens. You know what I'm saying? You know how homeboys do it. We betting, you know what I'm saying, like putting up big money. Well, you know what I'm saying, on teams that you know what I'm saying, don't even know us for real, but we fans of it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta say that's the biggest rivalry to me. But it's like he said, it's a bunch of rivalries, man. It's a lot of rivalries in college football. You know what I'm saying? It's Oklahoma versus Texas. Like it's crazy. It's a lot of
I forgot about that one.
yeah. It's a lot, man. It's a lot going on with the rivalry thing, and you know what I'm saying. That always makes for the best games. Always. So I think this weekend game gonna be epic. It's gonna come down to a buzzer beater or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Duke, man.
Um, the greatest sports rivalry. Um, I could go with the Bears Packers. It's been a story franchise since day one, going to back in the days to the AFL days.
The first two teams,
Yeah,
Chicago
but
Cardinals.
I don't get excited when it comes to that. Down where I'm at, I'm just saying down from where I am at, just like where Musa is at. The rivalry that people feed off of, especially with me being in the Bay Area, um, despite them being in Las Vegas, is the Raiders and the Niners.
That's a fact.
Uh,
That's a fact.
yeah, man, the Raiders and Niners, man, that it's lit down here. It's so bad where fans be fighting with each other.
Yo,
The
blood has
fights
been
got
shed over that rivalry. You right. Blood has been
yeah,
shed
yeah,
over that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gone so bad where they don't even play regular season games against each other no more because the fights are so bad. Um, it's really rare play each other in the exhibition. Like down here, it's just infested with Niners and Raiders fans all over the place. If you're a Niners fan or the Raiders fans don't like you. If you're Raiders fans, then they don't like you. So I think down here that's the best rivalry down here to them. But according to me, I'm going with um the Red Sox and Yankees. I think that's a classic rivalry. Fans always look forward to it, but I think that's one of the best rivalries in sports. I can't count out, the Red River rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma.
Or Philly
Obviously,
versus the Eagles versus anybody in the NFC East. Philly.
yeah, I don't consider that a rivalry.
Cowboys, Redskins.
Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Eagles.
Hey, don't,
Nah,
hey,
Cowboys,
don't, hey, don't
Redskins.
be, hey, let's respectfully the Commanders, man. Put some respect
Oh
on
yeah,
that,
yeah.
man.
The Commanders.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah,
but
the
Duke, North Carolina like that rivalry. Michigan, Ohio State like that rivalry. So there's some top rivalries out there in the world of sports. But I'm going with the Yankees and Red Sox. I think that's one of the best rivalry in sports. Period. All right, so let's move on over to our very next topic, man. We're gonna be talking some basketball really quick, man, and we're gonna be talking about the Grizzlies. Since John Morant's been gone, they've been 18-2, man. Since his injury. With that being said, man, are the Grizzlies a threat in the Western Conference or to win the Western Conference?
I don't think I don't feel like that. They're a young team, they look good, but like when you get into the playoffs, like experience matters. Like when you got point guards like Chris Paul down the stretch, you know what I mean? Like, you got some teams in the West that's I don't feel like John Morant is gonna. I don't even feel like the Grizzlies is gonna match up to that playoff experience in the West. Not saying that they can't because they can shock it all and win it being a young team, but that's the operative word is young team. And when the playoffs come around, the playoff experience that matters. You will never pick a young team to beat an experienced playoff team. And the West is chock full of experienced playoff teams. So we know we're not gonna. I just don't feel like that. They're gonna prevail against them, but they might shock the world. And, John Morant's a special talent. They got Jackson Jr. over there, Desmond Bain. They got a lot of good talent, but that talent is different when you're going up against the same team every night for in the 7-game series. And that player knows how to adjust to you because he's been adjusting in the playoffs, and that coach has been, being able to make halftime adjustment and game-to-game adjustments more than and it's just the playoffs is different. It's like a whole different season. So it's like, do I feel like the Grizzlies are gonna prevail? I do not feel like Grizzlies are gonna make it out the West. Respectfully, I do have the Suns though. Respectfully,
Yeah. I feel like the Grizzlies, they probably win a series. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. I mean, they'll be a problem in the future.
exactly.
For years to come, they're gonna be a problem. But not this year. Not this year. We still got the Phoenix Suns, man, and if they have a healthy Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying? I feel like nobody can beat them in the West. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. Like, people might say Golden State might could give them a run, but like I don't got nobody beating Phoenix and the Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? They young, like you said, they young. Um, I mean they playing good without Ja, but I'm pretty sure he gonna be there like throughout the playoffs. So yeah, I feel like the Grizzlies they'll be a threat for years to come.
Um, I don't see them as a threat at all. Not even close. I'll take the top four teams over the Grizzlies in the West. I'll take the top four teams in the East over the Grizzlies. You put
Hmm.
the Grizzlies in the East, they wouldn't be a contender over there. I'm sorry. I think I'm being disrespectful, but I can't help it.
No, you're actually right because they don't have no big man, and the East is chock full of big men.
Yeah.
Embiid, Giannis. So you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, man. I just don't see it, man. I just think they're pretenders, if anything else, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Um, I just don't think they're ready. I think they're a very young team. You seen what happened last season when they ran into Utah. Utah definitely had their number. And I think Utah's still a better team than them.
Absolutely.
Um, so I'm definitely I got them as pretenders. I don't see them making the finals. I see them getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. um, Especially the seeding the where they're at right now. So I don't have the Grizzlies going anywhere close to the NBA finals or even the conference finals. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's go on to our last NBA topic, and we're going to be talking about LeBron James's legacy, man. There's a good chance that this team may not be going to the play-in at all. Not even the play-in. I'm not talking about the playoffs, the play-in. So, if the Lakers doesn't make it to the play-in, how much will this hurt LeBron's legacy?
They won't hurt it at all. Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about LeBron James. We're talking about this the second leading scorer all time is en route to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. We're talking about like what? We're talking about four-time NBA champion, four-time MVP, NBA MVP, four-time NBA Finals MVP, three-time All-Star MVP, two-time gold medal, 18-time All-Star, 17-time All NBA team, which is a record, five-time All Defense, 10 times he made it to the finals. Not to mention eight straight between 2011 and 2018, and the fact that he made it to the top 75 of greatest players of all time, 75th anniversary team, established his legacy already. Because you have people who's never won an NBA championship in the top 50. Charles Barkley being one. Let's talk about Patrick Ewing. I mean, and then you got people who's only won one championship as the logo. Jerry West only won one championship. He's the logo. Nothing should stop LeBron's legacy. LeBron is en route to be like, come on, we're already talking about him as being one of the greatest players ever. We're talking about him, we're mentioning him with Jordan and Kobe. Like, we're arguing over, is he better than Jordan and Kobe? Is he the GOAT? Like, how can we even? I feel this is almost disrespectful. I seen this going around too on ESPN, on Twitter. I feel like this conversation almost disrespectful to him because what he's done in his career, we talking about, come on, 18-time All-Star, 17-time All-NBA, five-time All-Defense, what? Four-time League MVP? We're talking about LeBron, second All-League. The Karl Malone never won the championship. He's one of the greatest power forwards ever. Jerry West, he's the logo. Like, come on, what are we talking about? The conversation is almost disrespectful. As Stephen A would say, it's blasphemous. It's blasphemous. This is LeBron James to talk about. Can anything tarnish his legacy as of right now? He's already stamped in stone, as he's carved in stone. Like, it's it. Can't talk about the game of basketball without talking about LeBron James. Period. We can't hear you, Q.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. I gotta disagree. It does take a hit to his legacy, man. Like we starting to celebrate losing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So this takes away what he's already done.
Look, we talk about LeBron. He went to the finals 10 times, right? He won 4 of them. He lost 6.
8 straight.
He lost 6. He lost 6. He lost 6 finals. We can't. Hey, it's nothing great about that. It's nothing great about. It's nothing great about. It's nothing great about getting swept in the finals. It's nothing great about that.
That was once.
That happened. So it's a hit to his legacy, man. We celebrating losing now. We're celebrating.
Does Kobe take a hit? He lost in the finals. Did Kobe take a hit?
Man, Kobe is different, man. He a whole different animal, bro. He a whole different animal.
Oh, so it only matters who loses in the finals, man, and not if
he ain't lose 6 of them. He ain't lose 6.
He ain't been to all of them. You got to be in it to win it. The fact that you got there got to be celebrated.
Where he went to 7. He went to 7. He lost 2.
the fact that you got there got to be celebrated. You know how long
Nah,
ago the Wolves
nah,
didn't make to get to
nah.
the
That's
final? We celebrate
nah,
Karl
nah.
Malone, Charles Barkley won.
Hell nah. Mm-mm. Yeah, I couldn't be a coach because I tell my team like, nah, we got here, we gotta get this.
So his
You know
legacy
what
was
I'm saying?
won.
Like,
That's
nah, I'm not saying it's gonna be a big hit, but it's gonna be talked about. It's gonna be talked about. No
just
matter
because
what.
it's talked about don't mean that it's
You
tarnished.
can all right, so you can say a good point about him, but in the same breath, you can be like, oh, but you know what I'm saying? He lost 6 of them things, man.
But you
And
can
he
say that
missed the
won
playoffs.
4.
He missed the playoffs. How many times? How many times he missed the playoffs?
Not often because he went to
Like
8 straight finals.
like
Not
3
often.
times. Like
So
he
we can
missed the
say why
playoffs.
is that not an achievement?
I
He
mean,
took
he
like
20
what
seasons, 17, he been in the playoffs. All right.
8 straight finals is not an. Okay. Come on, man. 10 finals appearance, 8 straight.
I'm
Like from
not
a 2000
celebrating
with
losing, man.
different
I don't
teams.
do that. I don't
We not.
celebrate
It's not
losing.
even about celebrating losing, but you got to celebrate achievements on the way because if you got to be
Oh
in it to
yeah,
win it.
I give him
Along the
his
way,
props.
he's made. We talking about. Come on, can nothing tarnish LeBron's legacy. If he don't make his play, if LeBron would have retired before the season or after the season, he's still going to be missing as one of the greatest players. So how does it still tarnish his legacy?
LeBron number 3 on my list. I got Kobe and Jordan before him.
So even wait, he gonna be number 3 whether he lose the playing
Yeah,
tournament or
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
So how does it
LeBron,
tarnish it?
because he just
That makes no sense.
he lose a lot.
But he's still gonna be number 3 whether he lose it or not. So
He
it didn't take
lose,
no hit.
man. He lose. We celebrating losing, man. We can't do that.
But he's still gonna be number. Okay, all right.
All right. Let me. My turn. If he doesn't make it to the play-in, I think it does hurt his legacy, but I think it's gonna be the status where I think LeBron is at. It's gonna be the same way I think it is. It's just I think it's gonna hurt his legacy at the end of the day. I mean, it doesn't drop him down in the all-time greatest list from anywhere.
So how
Right,
does it hurt
But
him?
right.
but I, but for me as a fan, when I break down your achievements, accolades, and all that, I'm gonna remember you getting swept. I'm gonna remember you, not
Oh,
even
but you're
making
gonna
it to the
remember him
play-in.
having 30 points in his 18th season, averaging 30 points a game. You're gonna say, "Oh, he lost."
I'm sorry I have to say this
What?
though. At the end of the day, when it comes to us covering sports or battle rap or anything like that, we're gonna remember the negative things about you, man. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're gonna remember the negative things about you. I know it's like this. It's like this. Somebody always tell me, man. Like I always tell people, man. People don't notice all the great things I do for them, but they always remember the bad things that I do. And it's always gonna be like that, man.
And
Not
you're gonna
just in real
perpetuate
life.
that narrative.
Yeah, I am. But it's like that. It's like that for every sports analyst, though, man. We do that. We do that with everybody. I'm sorry, and that's the way it goes. Like it's always gonna be like that. I'm not dropping down LeBron anywhere, but I'm gonna remember that. But let's not act like I'm not gonna not remember all the great things that LeBron has done. The title he brought to Cleveland, the title that he brought to LA when he came back. I'm always gonna remember those positive things, but then again, I'll still remember the negative things. One thing
No,
about me, I'm always
We only do that with LeBron because we don't bring up Jordan's 4
now
straight years of losing to Detroit. We never bring that up. We only bring up his 6 championship. But you always bring up LeBron losing these championships, but you
now
don't bring up the
you
fact
can't you
that
you
he
can't
led the
say
league in
that.
scoring. But he's averaging almost 30 points a game in his 18th season. Nobody's ever done that. We look over
Actually,
that fact. We only do that with
no,
LeBron.
actually,
And
no.
what
You
that get
can't
him?
say that. You can't say that though. You can't
We
say
don't know yet.
everybody, man. I'm not everybody though. Q is not everybody. So you could say it to the people that you have dealt with, not with me, because
Now, y'all seeing it right now. I'm talking to y'all too. Y'all
I
part under
but I
everybody
just
because everybody's seeing it, including y'all.
But I just told you already. I just told you already. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna be talking about the positive things and the negative things about them. It goes with any player, man. And it even went with Jordan. Also, I'm always gonna remember the positive thing and negative things, and that's the way things goes. It
It's
goes with
more negative
anything.
with LeBron for some reason.
Right, right. What about the Dallas Mavericks finals? Well, what about that?
Well,
LeBron,
well,
your boy couldn't guard Terry. He couldn't
well,
guard Jason
Wasn't
Terry.
he young? Wasn't he young though?
Who,
But what has he done
LeBron? No,
after that?
LeBron was like
We're holding him
30.
accountable, but
He
this-
he's
was
won
like
four
30 then.
championships after that, and we're like, okay, let's talk about this
so
series.
you,
But you won four championships after that,
But you
and you're
so
can't
saying,
you
let's
so
can't
talk
you
about this
can't you
so
series.
can't say he's so great then if he not being great all like
Jordan
in
lost.
ser-
Jordan lost
he
to the
was
to
supposed
the
to win
Pistons,
that
but
series.
then went on and won six championships. He lost to the
They
Pistons
wasn't
4 years
supposed to
straight.
lose to the Mavericks, bro.
What?
They
People lose.
wasn't
The great
supposed
teams lose the other teams all the time. Like
not the
that doesn't
Heatles,
define his greatness because basketball is not a one player game.
not the Heatles. The
Come
Heatles
on,
weren't
man.
supposed to
That's
lose,
what
man.
if you
so
do
so
everything you can do. Jordan didn't get past the Pistons for 4 years straight, but we still talk about his legacy as the
Hey,
greatest
Jordan
player.
didn't go join Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson and make a super team down in Miami. He
But he
didn't
won it
do
by
so
that.
himself too, though.
So
He won
so
it by
so if
himself too.
Jordan would have done that and went and lost with them,
We're not talking about
it's
what is. We're talking
crazy.
about what happened.
It's
So
crazy.
so the
Jordan
Yeah,
diff
did
what
so the
happened? He
different so the
lost.
different so the difference is Q brought up the negative things. I didn't bring up no negative things about LeBron. I actually gave you two positive things to
You
LeBron,
did.
and not one negative thing came
You
out
did.
from me when it says when it came to LeBron. But I'm just saying though, man. When it comes, like I said, when it comes to sports, man, we're gonna remember the positive things and the negative things. Some people's gonna focus on the negative things more. Some people's gonna focus on both the negative and positive things.
But if you call him the
But
greatest player, you got to look at his body of work. If everybody said that he's number three, but then you keep on saying that we gonna talk about the negative things. When are you gonna start talking about the body of work that made him your number three?
no, I
Like,
know
what
his
are we
body of
talking
work.
about?
I
I
know
said
his
he was
body of
good. I
work.
said
Uh,
LeBron good, man, but you know what I'm
Hey, Q,
saying?
all
you ain't said nothing good about him. You just
Come
started talking
on,
all
about
man.
him
right.
I
off.
said
All
something
right,
good.
let's go, man. We
He
gotta
been to
move.
10 finals.
We gotta move forward. We gotta move forward. I'm sorry about that. We gotta move forward. Going to our last topic, we're gonna talk about in the NFL. Man, there's two quarterbacks that has yet to be moved. Now, don't say you can't pick either. One has you have to pick one. If you're a owner right now, GM, put your GM hats on, guys. If you had to pick between one quarterback to start for your team, between Baker Mayfield and Jimmy Garoppolo, who would it be?
See, that's kind of a crazy question because scheme matters. Like depending on where you're at, the head
Well,
coach, the
you're the
offensive
coach,
coordinator,
man.
all of that matters. So if I would say, let me put my GM hat on. I'm the GM of the Seattle Seahawks. I got Pete Carroll as my head coach. I got a great offensive coordinator. I got a team. I got a team in place who knows how to build the quarterback, who knows how to make a quarterback great. Pete Carroll, like let's be for real. I would pick Jimmy G. He's set for that system. I wouldn't pick. I ain't picking. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I won't pick Baker Mayfield for a little league team. I'm just for a Pop Warner team. I'm not picking Baker Mayfield. My son probably. I'm not. Listen, I'll pick my son before I pick Baker Mayfield. That's just me. I'm picking Jimmy G over Baker Mayfield on any day on any calendar. Sorry, like what? Like what?
Well, me being a San Francisco 49er fan, I'm definitely not picking Jimmy G. Well, I've had to sit through this, you know what I'm saying, debacle for way too long. So I'm picking Baker Mayfield. At least he can throw it 50 yards down the field. Jimmy G don't even attempt to do that. So you know what I'm saying? I'll take a quarterback that's willing to stretch the field. Jimmy G's not. He want to dink and dunk. He wants you to catch a 5 yard pass and turn it into a 90 yard pass. That's what he was doing with Debo. You know what I'm saying? That it won't like he was like throwing it over people's heads to Debo. he throw a screen pass and Debo will do his thing. So you know what I'm saying? It was Debo making Jimmy look good. You know what I'm saying? Like
But you don't
I
feel like
just
that scheme will fit in Seattle?
nah, cause look,
You think it's
Metcalf gonna be mad as fuck because he ain't gonna get no long passes if Jimmy the
Yeah, that's true.
quarterback.
That's
He
true.
not gonna get no down the field passes. So like, nah, Metcalf would be, you know what I'm saying? He'd be, and they throw. That's
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 true.
their scheme. That's their scheme. The play action deep pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Jimmy not doing that.
Yeah, Jimmy got problems with that deep pass. You're right.
Jimmy need a tight end. They don't got a tight end. Jimmy need a tight end.
That's a
You
fact. That's
know,
a
so
good
like
point. That's a good point.
yeah, so like, nah, I'm not picking Jimmy. I pick Baker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it's either way, you not looking good. So it's
That
like,
was a good point you made. He do need a tight end. Tight end might make Jimmy look, like yeah,
Yeah.
a good tight end. 'Cause he had a good tight end in San Fran, and he bailed him out a lot.
I'm definitely going with Baker Mayfield in this one, man. I think Baker Mayfield, he's the better overall quarterback. I think when it comes to Jimmy G, I'm gonna call him Jimmy Garoppolo because he hasn't done anything to be called Jimmy G.
Petty.
Um, I think Jimmy G's just a game manager, man, and he's been protected by Kyle Shanahan's system throughout his tenure there. I remember
That's
there
a good
was this
point.
one game, man.
That's a good point.
I remember there was this one game, man. The amount of completions that he had in the game, man. Like, really? You completed how many passes and you guys won the game?
You talking
eight.
about
It was eight.
you talking about the divisional round in the playoffs and
Yeah.
the NFC Championship, where he only had like 6 or 7 passes.
And he still threw a pick. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's
And it's just,
wow.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan is scared or don't trust Jimmy because if you're getting those type of numbers and you got an offensive minded coach like Kyle Shanahan and he's giving you that type of production, then it's kind of a great indication that I don't trust my starting quarterback. Baker, despite what you want to say about Baker Mayfield, I think it's safe to say now that this ain't no Johnny Manziel because going into the draft for his rookie year after Oklahoma, he a lot of people compared to Mayfield and Manziel, Mayfield and Manziel. I think Mayfield prove people wrong about that. I mean, this probably is his worst season of all. Um, from touchdown ratio to QBR to quarterback rating.
He was never
Um,
good.
no, I think he was a solid quarterback, man. I think I would definitely take him over Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he's
His
more of
stats aren't
a
better.
his what?
His stats aren't better.
What's Jimmy Garoppolo's stats?
Let me put where my phone at.
Because I know what Baker Mayfield's stats are. But I'll let you get that up. But as I was saying, when it comes to this, is I just think that
You ready?
Jimmy, I just think Baker Mayfield, he's more of a better passer. I could say that the coach somewhat trusts him more than somebody like a Jimmy Garoppolo throwing the ball. I think he has more confidence than Jimmy. I think he's more of a leader than Jimmy Garoppolo. I just
Yo,
don't see
Jimmy
Jimmy
had way
Garoppolo.
better seasons, except
And
for the
what
season
what
that he got hurt.
what was his numbers though?
Last season, he threw for 3,800 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 98.7. While Baker Mayfield threw for 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 83. And only the year that Jimmy was hurt, that he got hurt, did Baker Mayfield throw for more yards and touchdowns. Even in 2019, Jimmy threw for almost 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 102. While in the same year, he only threw for 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 21 interceptions. Quarterback of 78.8. Like, come on, man. Jimmy G has way
I
better
don't
stats
think
than
I
Baker
don't think I don't think you can't always base everything on stats though,
Numbers
man.
don't lie.
If you're an analytics guy, then fine, I could respect that. But if we want to go numbers don't lie, Tom Brady this past season has clearly better numbers in every category than Aaron Rodgers does. But guess what? Aaron
No, he
Rodgers won
didn't.
MVP.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
didn't.
did. Yeah,
He
he
didn't have it
did.
for a quarterback for interception to touchdown ratio. He didn't have it for quarterback rating. Aaron Rodgers had one of the
No,
greatest quarterback rating
Tom
seasons
Brady
of
had
all time, and he threw for
Tom.
37 touchdowns. He only threw for
Okay, you're
three
going.
interceptions.
Okay, you're going off a quarterback rate. I'm talking about touchdown passes and passing yards.
Touchdown passes to interception ratio. He threw for 37 touchdowns,
No,
only
I'm
three
not
interceptions.
talking about interceptions, man. You keep on saying that.
Interceptions matter.
I'm talking. I'm just talking about these specific categories that matters to me.
No, you said
That's
every category. He
the
did not. He didn't
that
lead
what
in the
matter
most
what
important one.
matters. So what matters
Accuracy
to a lot
matters.
of people. What matters to a lot of people in football is passing yards and touchdowns.
Yeah, how
Those
you get
those
your money is what the numbers look like. Baker Mayfield numbers is
No,
trash.
but I'm asking you though, man. That's the numbers. Tom Brady clearly had more passing yards than Aaron Rodgers. He had more
Let me
touchdown
see.
passes than Aaron
Let me see.
Rodgers.
Let me see.
And 49 is clearly a better team than the Browns.
Of course. Well,
They're a
no,
better
no,
team.
no. I'm not saying that. No, 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 no,
Yeah, they
no,
got
no,
Debo.
no.
They got Debo.
That don't mean nothing. What? Wait a minute. I'm not saying that. They still got
Debo took
Nick
like
Chubb.
seven
Like their
touchdowns.
defense. Like what? Chase. Like, come on, bro. We're not doing that.
Debo took like 7 touchdowns from behind the line of scrimmage for Jimmy. So you gotta, I mean, those numbers could be skewed, bro. Like I'm telling you, I do the eye test. Jimmy is garbage. Like you know what I'm saying? He's a 30-year-old rookie.
All right, guys. It's time to wrap it up. We got another show coming up. It's about to start soon. So let's wrap things up and go to our shout outs.
Shout out to y'all for one. This was I liked it. I liked it the back and forth. Hey, y'all be I like that. I like how y'all be trying to jump me, but I like it. I like it. I like the back and forth. I like the chemistry. But shout out Proper Context Media. Please subscribe to my channel. If you like battle rap, I got a good channel, battle rap content. Same way I go back and forth with them on here. I go back and forth with my co-hosts on my channel. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all having me on. Y'all the goats. I like this.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Musa, shout out Keo, shout out X, shout out, the whole NBS Central, man. Follow NBS Central, follow 40 Boy Q. And yeah, man, we gotta get on the show, talk battle rap too, man. You know what I'm
Man, come
saying?
on. Come on.
We do got a battle rap show coming up in the next 20 minutes. You're more than welcome to jump on.
Which one is that? What's that on?
It's MBS Uncensored, man. If we got a couple topics we're gonna talk about. If you're interested, let me know. I'll send you the details.
Man, let me know, man. What's up? I'm here.
Yo, shout out to Musa, man. I can't. He was capping with me earlier today, man. He was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna. I'm gonna play nice." And then look at him all wilding out on every topic. But definitely, it got intense. I definitely fuck with Musa, man. That's the homie, man.
I'm just passionate. I'm just passionate. I love it. I love y'all, though. I love y'all.
Shout out to Q, man. Finally back on the show, man. And uh, shout out to the whole MBS team. Shout out to the homie X. He just got out of surgery this past week. And wishing him the best. But with that being said, man, we'll be back in 20 minutes, man. MBS Uncensored. We about to be talking some battle rap for those of you guys that love some battle rap. But with that being said, man, this is the NBS show, and we are out.